way to win is to pick and choose. All right, welcome to this week's episode, everybody. And today we're going to be talking about how to stop procrastinating. And this is one of my favorite topics because I used to be one of the biggest procrastinators. I cannot lie. But slowly but surely, over time, I am getting better day by planning. And I feel like procrastination can hurt us because it just causes us to do less, which prevents us from becoming one step closer to achieving our goals. And I know most times we feel like we don't procrastinate, but truth is we do. For an example, if we're out and we're doing something, let's say if we're at school and we have an assignment to do, but our phone just rings or dings from an Instagram notification, and we look at that notification and we get to scrolling for like 10 minutes, but we're so like infatuated with scrolling, like we haven't even realized that we aren't doing our work, which like it pulls us out of that focus, that zone that we need to be in. And so I feel like it's so easy to procrastinate nowadays, and this is just a real important just topic to talk about, and it gives us immediate attention to repair our moods because this gives us instant gratification. It just boosts your mood. It makes you feel better, especially depending on what the topic is about. It just boosts our mood. It makes us feel better depending on what that attention is that is grabbing us away from the focus that is needed to be put on whatever task that we need to be doing. And oftentimes we always lie to ourselves and say, oh, we'll do it tomorrow. And this causes us to just put guilt on ourselves because most of the time we don't end up going back to it the next day, or let alone the same day. So it's just like most of the time we end up saying like it wasn't my fault, or I just forgot, but I'm gonna do it right now. But 9 out of 10, that's like a week later. And if you wait till the last minute to do it, it doesn't come out as good as it could have been. So we definitely have to start telling ourselves like, let me just get this done like right now. Let me not wait and just get it done. And I feel like it's a lot of things to just fix this problem, but one of the major things that we can do by fixing this problem is we have to change our behavior attitude. Because most time when we wait to the last minute, we always say that we wish we had more time, or man, I wish I would have started on this when I had the time to. And guess what? Stop saying that you just gonna do it and just start it. Because I feel like most time when we say we're gonna do it, we never do it. So instead of just saying just do it, just start it. How about that? Let's just start it. Because most time when we start work, we are most likely to accomplish and get things done than just saying we're gonna do it. Because just saying does not get us far, but doing gets us farther. And I'd rather you start on a project and never finish than you not start at all. Like, I hope y'all get where I'm coming from, but I'd rather you start and always, because you can always come back to that later than just never do it at all. And by starting on it, this will help boost your productivity, and then you'll start getting into that flow, that zone, and then eventually you'll start producing more work because you're not focused on the distraction that's around you. And if it's something that you really don't want to learn, I would suggest that you start in small time frames, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, take a break. 10 minutes, 20 minutes, take a break. And this will help you minimize the distractions from getting focused. Like, you need to be focused at all times. And by doing so, this means that you have to be willing to have enough willpower to do the work. Like, you have to want to do the work. And that's where the attitude comes in. You have to be positive about what you're doing, even if you don't want to do it. Because if you want to make good grades or get more money, like, you have to put in the work. Like, you can't just say, oh, I'm going to do this, but I'm going to have behind it or BS it. Like, no, actually put in the work, do good. Like, even if it's for 10 or 20 minutes, go hard those 10 or 20 minutes with no distractions, and you'll be surprised what you produce. And like, the outcome will be so much greater by just not even doing nothing at all. I promise you. And where I'm going with this is just like, I'm just giving you one of the main steps that I think is important on how to stop procrastinating. Is just starting it. One of my words for this year was definitely finish, because I feel like in the past couple years I would never start on a lot of stuff, but I would always say that I wanted to finish it, and I would always write out the goals and dreams, but I would never like actually start on them. And I feel like this year I produced a lot of work by just starting, and even if I have to come back to it, it has helped me a lot than just saying that I was going to just do whatever. So I feel like if we actually start changing our attitude, get into the mindset, we'll produce more work. And I hope that this week's episode really help you guys. I didn't really go into detail, but I really just gave you one of the main factors of how to stop procrastinating. But I hope that this week's episode really helped you guys on how to stop procrastinating. I didn't go real detailed, but I definitely talked about one of the main factors on how to stop procrastinating. And I hope this really helps and you guys just start doing whatever you want to do. Like if you want to start a business or something, just start it. Like just start, and rather than just saying you're gonna do something. I hope you guys like this week's podcast, and we have much more to come. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow us, add us, like us at Breed Life Always, and until the next episode, Breed Life Always.